I mean, you could just say Charlemagne the God, and then you didn't have to say who's a big-time broadcaster. I mean, it's kind of an insulting to my intelligence.
I don't know. Gene Lasker looks like he might be doing a Klan rally over there. I don't know how much you know about black culture, to be honest. I mean,
we've got Alex Stein standing by. Hello, Alex.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect. So you're not. Good. So you're not in New York. You decided not to go to New York.
Listen. I was going to go to New York. I was going to cover the trial, but I just got chosen. I don't know how else it would be, but Tucker Carlson's ex-producer Charlie Cougar, who has been hired by the Blaze to start making Blaze TV originals. Next week, I'm going to Puerto Rico, Miami, New York, and D.C. to do a documentary on PPP fraud about how all the people took fraudulent loans.
Man, have they come up with a number on that?
Yeah, $200 billion is what they consider fraudulent.
I'm going to tell you, as a local businessman, your bank would call you and say, listen, you know what, Mr. Clem, you settle for a PPP loan. I'm like, but I don't need it. They're like, no, you have to take it. Like, I'm telling you right now, you got to take it because everybody's taking it, and you're going to look like an idiot if you don't take it. And as long as you have your accountant fill out the right paper that you don't have to repay it. But, I mean, let me, everything from people that were mowing lawns to Gene Lasker. Gene, I bet you took the PPP.
What is that?
I guess he didn't.
He didn't. But listen, Bubba, this is why it was so easy. I didn't even realize. You're right. It got so easy. I thought you had to have a tax ID number.
No,
you could. Yeah, I'm saying you could have done it with a social because I've been talking to the Blaze team that's doing it.
I mean, I have a legitimate federal tax ID number, but I had my bank calling me saying, Mr. Clem, you need to come down here and meet with us. It takes about 15 minutes. Bring your tax documentation. Your business.
Look at that cat.
Your business qualifies for a PPM loan, and I mean, like, well, I would think that businesses that don't have a lot in their account or are barely making it, can barely make payroll. Nope. They'd be like, Mr. Clem, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it as long as you're a legitimate business and you fill it out right.
No, you're exactly right. But then, Charlemagne the God, who's a big-time broadcaster, was talking about how
I'm very familiar with who he is.
Okay, well, I'm just stating who he is. I mean, okay, everybody.
You could just say Charlemagne the God, and then you didn't have to say who's a big-time broadcaster. I mean, it's kind of an insulting to my intelligence.
I don't know. Gene Lasker looks like he might be doing a Klan rally over there. I don't know how much you know about black culture, to be honest.
I mean, come on now. That'd be like, that'd be like telling, Jalen Hurts, Tom Brady, the big-time quarterback.
Okay, it was redundant. I apologize.
You agree with my analogy?
I gave it a qualifier. Honestly, I think we could have moved on, but now we're talking about the qualifier.
I understand, but the qualifier was disrespectful to me to know. No, I don't know who Charlemagne the God is.
Okay, well, I'm
a radio historian. I should be in the goddamn Hall of Fame, but that in itself is
the dude looks like his cat.
Yeah, I know. Well, my cat, I'm telling you,
He's
Gene,
got the
I can
same
tell. This is why I
kind
like
of head
Gene,
like you.
As soon as he saw the cat, though.
I've heard of people looking like their dogs, but you look like your cat.
I have toxoplasmosis, Gene. There's a parasite in their fecal matter that actually makes you more cat-like, so I take that as a compliment. But let me tell you this.
All right, good for you.
Let me tell you something. Are we trying to get heat, Gene?
No, I don't. I can see the litter box on the back of by your piano.
Yeah, cat proof.
Is that
all right, you got me. Yes, I have a cat that defecates in a litter box.
Gene's not trying to get heat with a great co-star like you're my voice. Gene just gets it.
No, man. I like listening to this dude.
Yeah,
hold on. I like Gene too.
He's got a good voice.
He said he likes listening to you, and you know what? He's smart, and he's a ball buster, Gene. So
I know.
There you go.
I remember being on the airplane with the girls.
Yes, that's when we were live streaming. But listen to this, Bubba. Tucker's people messaged me. They want to know more about it. I've been getting hit up ever since I said that tweet.
Tucker's got my number.
Well, it's Tucker's producer. I haven't talked to Tucker. I've talked to his producer about it. They're just, they want to feel it out.
I'm going on the Stone Zone today.
I saw that at 8 p.m. That's past your bedtime, though.
No. It's at 11. I think they're probably pre-tape Willie.
They pre-tape it. Okay, because I think I reshared that tweet, or I will reshare it if I didn't last night. But
I'm at the forefront of, like, they need to take what she said vaguely and really dissect that, and because it's going to go one way or another for them, right?
Well, what makes me mad is that she was very flippant and she was acting like it was this great thing. And now she's acting like she was being tortured to sleep with Donald Trump, which obviously wasn't true because by when I heard it live in '07, she was very complimentary of him. I think that she was mad that she didn't get enough money. So you could tell in that clip, it makes it seem like she's motivated by money, which is, I think, kind of ruins her credibility personally. But this really isn't about Stormy Daniels. That's the problem.
But here's the thing, as much as let's say I really wanted to help Donald Trump. Well, let's say I want to help him out, right? Well, yeah. I mean, just telling the story that in fact she said that she slept with him in as early as '07 isn't good for him because it validates that she didn't do it just when he became a political candidate, that it validates the fact that she may have really slept with him because she did do it at such an early date. So in my opinion, I'm screwed. I don't want, if I say, yeah, Stormy Daniels came in here and said that she slept with Donald Trump. She wrote it down on a piece of paper. There's 5 witnesses that could verify. One from Bubba Sparks, the rapper, to her assistant, to me, to Gene was even in there, and I say yes, indeed. She said that she slept with Donald Trump at Lake Tahoe at a golf convention. This was only 10 months after it happened. It was well before the 2011 Insight magazine deal, and she also stated that that Trump was surprisingly, unbelievably good, and yada yada yada. So if I say that. That's not good for Trump. That's bad for Trump.
I know. That's why people are getting mad at me for tweeting it. They're like, oh, you're trying to hurt Trump. But really, honestly, this should help Trump because everybody should realize at least Trump's not a closeted homosexual like Barack Obama, like half of these people. At least he's a real man. We need a guy to run the president. Be the
I
president.
think Trump
likes a woman that
Trump,
can smash.
I think Trump's got enough swagger that I think he should switch gears by saying, yeah, you know what? Yes, I did. I slept with her, and I blasted the hell out of her, and she liked it. And you know what? She even said on the radio show that I was like the best. Now she was comparing me against David Navarro and Vince Neil. And yes, you know what? I was the best of those rock stars. I was the best. That's what she said. Yes. And so at that point, man, it's not illegal to smash a porn star. You just have Melania now on your case, and you've already proved that you can handle her. You just tell Melania.
Can he handle her? Because this is the one thing, and I respect Donald Trump so much, but I think Donald Trump calls her shots, but I think he will do anything to keep Melania happy.
I understand that. So keeping her happy is her thinking that it didn't happen. So
she knows. I think she knows.
I gotta be like Dave Chappelle, and there's so many to choose from, but the 5th is my favorite. That's how I have to testify. 5th.
Well, I know. I played the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. There's so many. 5. But we want to hear you talk. We want to see the clip. Because that clip could go viral. This is who you need to be contacting.
I got a clip, but I don't know. But I don't know where it's at.
But have you been talking to Sleepy Joe Biden's best friend, Howard Stern? He should be all over this because he freaking hates Trump. So I'm surprised he's not all up your butt and around the corner.
I don't have the clip. I can't talk about it.
Okay, even without the clip, I'm saying why won't Howard interview you and just get your testimony about it?
Because I'm not saying nothing. 5th.
Okay, well, I just heard you complain that no Tampa local media and all these people won't cover it, and then now maybe they will cover it because you won't say a word about it.
I'm eating my own logic. You're right. You're completely right. It's partly my fault.
I got all these reporters, Gateway Pundit. They're like, oh, we want to cover this story. We want to cover this story. We want to talk to Bubba. And I'm like, okay, well, here's his number, but he can't talk about it. So, yeah, we're kind of in a conundrum.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
maybe the story in itself is that I can't talk about it. And then, hold on. Maybe the story is I can't talk about it. And then people start speculating who got to him first. Right?
Of course.
That's.
Can you. Is it illegal to disclose if you sign some sort of paperwork?
I don't know anything about that. But anyway, I'm just saying.
You can't. Okay. Well, listen. I don't think.
Just saying, that turns into. It makes it even more salacious as to why won't a guy that historically wants to talk about everything ad nauseum now all of a sudden he has an opportunity to really, 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 really blow this thing wide open, and he's not talking.
Getting paid.
Gene, Gene, shut your fat. That's why you're not in all the time, because these spontaneous outbursts are bad for business.
I'm just talking for the regular people.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to
I
think.
like Gene because Gene, he's not one of these guys that wants to be a radio guy. He's like a kind of, that's what I'm saying. He's a blue collar guy, so he doesn't take a lot of your bull crap.
No,
He
didn't take
senior press secretary.
He didn't take any of my. He didn't take any of my bull crap.
Yeah, because he's not loyal to the mic. He's not worried about you turning this off.
That's why
so
he's been. That's why him and I have gotten in no less than 5 or 6 thrown off the air fights where he would blurt something out that would really have me scared.
Something real.
And something that I was probably working.
He arranged to have Bubba murdered.
He tried. Did you hear earlier today what he was trying to murder me?
I don't blame him.
Well, it was just in the beginning.
It was just in the beginning.
I don't blame him. You get people
Hold
hot,
on.
Bubba.
He had my life down.
Just because it was just in the beginning completely makes it okay that Gene tried to kill me. It was just in the beginning when I hated you.
Wait,
and you used your show against me.
Was Gene the guy in the Tiger King documentary that almost killed Carol Baskin? Is that who Gene was?
No, Gene's more calculated than Joe Exotic. Gene's got his own business. He's not on meth. He's not a homosexual, and he's actually a real live outlaw biker.
No, I like Gene. I like Gene's vibes. He's edgy. He's tough. You need it because listen, Seth's a great guy, but I saw that workout video. I mean, Seth, and I'm not one to talk, but we got to get a little tougher, Seth. You need to get a tattoo. You need to get like, a little edgy.
I can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Come on,
my
son.
God.
I need that.
I
If
know,
you got a tattoo, is it you can't get buried?
No, I got to be next to Nana and Poppy.
that makes sense. But then, Bubba, you're wearing that skull cap from 2005 in that workout video. Everybody needs to go to Bubba's Facebook and watch Seth and Bubba work out. I watched all 45 minutes of it.
Was it good? Did you think it was funny?
Yeah, that was funny. You guys are lifting without shoes on. I would never go to a gym without shoes on. What are you dropping weight on your toe?
First of all, it's a private gym, so there's no fungi. I mop after every. There's
I'm not worried about the
you
fungi.
don't mop every inch.
I already have fungus on my foot, so I can't get any more. I'm not worried about that.
Listen,
I'm worried about a weight going on my toe.
Dating back to when I used to live with Hogan. This is going back to like when Jerry Rod taught you how to do something. When I was lifting weights with Hogan, one of his big things were you always work out barefooted because it keeps you grounded and it causes your core to be stronger and it toughens up your feet. So you should always weightlift with no shoes on.
He can hardly walk nowadays.
I know.
Didn't really work out for him.
I'm not. I mean,
that is true. It didn't work out. But you remember when Hogan first came on the scene before he was wrestling Andre and stuff? He was much bigger. He was almost like
he was like He was like 315, and eventually he got that down to about his really looking good thin was about 275. Is when he really was dialed in.
And then I watched
when he wrestled The Rock in Toronto, he was like 273.
What's he think he's weighing in about now?
I don't know.
He still looks pretty good, honestly. Yeah. I see on his social media.
He looks like Moses with a walking cane. Yes,
but he's walking a little funny. But I saw him. He was at that F1 race with Stallone's daughters. He looked okay there.
Right.
But this is a great documentary. I'm not even trying to kiss Hogan's butt, but there's where they go back and this guy he goes and he watches reality shows and talks about him, and he's doing Hogan Knows Best, and you were in season 1 playing tennis, and there's just a short clip, and that was considered one of the worst reality shows, even though it was really highly rated. This guy just bashes it because the whole show they didn't have anything to talk about, and literally it was kind of a boring show.
What episode am I on?
You're in season 1, episode 10, I believe.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember out there, and what was I doing? Was I just trying to hit him over? I think I was trying to hit him over the wall, and Linda got mad at me.
And I think you guys sat on the bleachers or whatever, and were drinking Miller Lights or doing something.
Oh, okay. Well, that seems like pretty much on point.
And you had Brutus the Beefcake. Is that who was on there a lot? No, it was actually really funny watching those old clips, but. They would even talk about how there was like no plot really for that show.
No, it was the worst. It was the worst.
They just turned the cameras on. Yeah, it was Pink Sneakers that does that.
Look at everything that I've in. Like, look at all the hills.
All your tentacles.
God, just look at everything from reality shows to federal trials to being blackballed in Tampa to sex tapes to cheating scandals to cruelty to animal lawsuits. Just look at all. No wonder everybody in Tampa hates me. They just completely misunderstand me.
You are misunderstood. You are misunderstood.
People
who was it? I forget. Another thing was talking about it. I think it was Hogan at your wedding, because I showed a pay-per-view. Her and I on the plane, and I downloaded it. You uploaded on your channel the Bubba the Love Sponge wedding.
Right.
So she didn't even know about that. But Hogan said a great thing. You are a different person off the radio. You're a nice, really one of the nicest guys, very gracious guys. Even when you're on the radio, you're nice. But you know what I mean? I think you're even a different, nicer human being.
I'll let you beg his wife. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. They get nicer than that, obviously. But
Don't get nicer than that.
You don't get credit. You don't get credit for that, of how magnanimous you are.
They have completely spun me so correctly to be. I mean, like I am non gratis, like the most hated guy and former media guy in Tampa. Like I am. I don't know how I got that rap, but I did.
Well, you were on the Howard Stern network you're on Sirius XM.
So at the end of the day, it's jealousy and hatred is what it is, because they know how well I was rolling, and then I lost it all, so that should make them happy, and so now they're keeping their thumb on me, thinking that I'm down, but I'm really not down. They're gonna actually be down before I am. I'm actually on the way up, and they're stagnant. And they have not established any digital currency. None of these radio personalities in town have established a podcast. They've established a YouTube channel that makes any money, a Facebook. None of them have established, and they don't own their own content and have years and years and libraries worth of stuff like me. So really, I may not be as sexy locally in Tampa, Florida, that people know, but globally, I'm making enough money to pay for my business, my own business, and none of those guys, I don't think any of those guys could do that. Any of them.
Well, I know you're on terrestrial radio now, but it's a dying digital medium.
Right.
It's not. I mean, it'll still always be there, but I don't think people are listening to it as much. So yeah, I mean, you're kind of on a sinking ship.
We're in the best of both worlds.
And you're on 6 stations? I mean, that's good. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be on it. I'm not, but it's just all of these people.
The people
that are
in Tampa,
reliant.
but all the people in Tampa that are still in regular radio that I worked with, they hate me because they don't want me to come back, because they know immediately if I come back, I'm going to be number one. I'll be the hottest, the newest, coolest thing that happened to Tampa radio. Bubba finally comes back. Everybody's just it'll be like, whatever.
Well, you'll know how much they hate you if Anna gets a job working for another station. Then they'll really know if they hate you. They do a spite hire.
It's in another market, so I could care less. I hope I don't.
Did she get a job? Wait, are you saying that she got the job?
I don't think she has. I've not heard. Has anybody heard if Anna scored that job or not?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I've not heard.
We need Anna gone. I like Seth now. Seth is coming in. He's grinding. He's in the weight room with you.
Seth is. I will tell you this though. Seth is. He may not have impressed you pushing weights, but one, he's not nearly the pussy in the weight room that some people think he is.
No, I'm not, and I'm not some super strong guy. I'm just saying it was a funny video. You guys on those machines,
and two,
so funny.
And two, that bitch he works his ass off on these. He's reinvented our entire podcast wing, so to speak. We're definitely trending up on that, and so Seth's a grinder. He's a grinder.
Well, people want to say there's a Jewish conspiracy. Why are Jewish people disproportionately in power? It's because Jewish people work hard.
Yeah,
people have a hard work ethic, and they get penalized for it.
I think, and Jews, Jewish people like money, and they.
Who doesn't? Name one person who doesn't like money.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, of course, Jewish people, but who? Black, Chinese, everybody needs money and loves money.
But Jewish people have the mentality and it's been indoctrinated to them that if you want to make money, you gotta work hard. So work your ass off and be the rich Jew that you need to become. Period.
Exactly right.
Because that white guy or that black guy or that Puerto Rican guy, his mom and dad may have not been Jewish and may not have told him that he needed to bust his ass and he could be a lazy piece of shiz all of his life and money might come a little easy to him. But not for the Jews. The Jews tell their kids, bitch, go get an education and work your ass off. Period.
Well, it's funny you say that because I remember a time
ding
when,
dong.
I agree, but I remember a time when Haitian immigrants would come here and they would work 6 different jobs. Now, if you're a Haitian immigrant or Venezuelan immigrant, you just get a free plane flight to New York City and a free gift card. So now that work ethic's gone.
The Haitians aren't even working, so now the Jews got to pick up the slack.
That's why we need Seth Cush to freaking pick it up.
By the way, I want to apologize to Stein because yesterday we were recording a podcast. We were playing your when you had Blassie the One Man Posse on your show.
Yes.
So Bubba was loving that 'cause you were talking about him. And so Bubba goes, "Hey, since Stein's doing this Monday show, you can just tell him that I'll go on. I'll be a guest." And I go, "Okay." I said, "Well, I don't have a direct line of communication. I kind of go through Lummy." And he's like, "You want his number? I'll give you his number right now." So I know that was weird where he goes, "Seth wanted your number," but that's
not
see,
weird.
I know.
Dude,
listen, hold on.
Bubba Radio Network
but hold
too.
On. But I also know, that
that I love Stein.
That Alex, I know Alex so well as a friend that I would know what person I could attach a text to and do an introduction, and that he would want me to do, and then somebody that like if there's some fan from Wisconsin. Emailed me and said, "Hey,
can I have his number?"
Yeah, I went, but a guy that's part of my show that I've talked to Alex about how much he admires your Can I
mark out to you, Stein, on text because when I see your big booty Latina stuff or the gays for Palestine?
You mean I'll throw him a text saying, "Man, I love that last tweet, buddy." Yeah, I think he's open for that.
You're welcome to mark out. I appreciate that.
Gene, Gene wants his number too.
You always tweet.
This is Gene Lasker.
I'm a show
contributor. This is Gene Lasker, and I think I like to have that Jew's number too, please. How about it? I mean, what if that guy comes to Tampa and needs something powder coated? I can help that guy out.
Oh, when I told Lummy, I guess I don't know if Lummy told you. I bought a ticket I'm going to be there for 4 nights during Lummy's birthday, so I'm going to be doing some live shows from Tampa.
Hold on, am I assuming you're staying with me?
I don't have anywhere else to stay.
All right. And do you know the dates there, buddy, so I can write them down?
Yeah, it's when's Lummy's birthday? It's prepaid's birthday's the day before. So
Lummy, when's your birthday?
July 10th. I think he's here to 10th to the 14th. Yeah, July
10th to the 14th.
Yeah.
Oh, he can go. We got the cash machine. We got the cash cube going out to the Morgan Wallen concert at Ray J Stadium. So will you do that with us?
I'll be doing it. Last night we let the liquor talk. I'm going to be singing that all night.
Lummy, are you going to them? I would think that would be a concert you might even go to for your birthday. Are you?
Well, not for my birthday, but yeah, we're going to be there.
All right, cool. So, I mean, yeah. Alex, I'm wide open. You can stay with me. I got an extra bedroom. You know that.
You need to go to Costco and get the industrial size Oreos. Don't get just the family size. Go get the actual restaurant.
If anybody ever has Alex Stein as a guest in your home,
he's gonna mess up your house, drink all your stuff up, and leave it that way. I remember hearing that. That's him.
He's gonna have sex on your sheets.
He ate up all my food, drank all my drinks up, didn't clean nothing up.
Yep, right. I mean, didn't even make his bed when he on his last day.
No, there was falafel everywhere. I ordered an Uber Eats falafel. It smelled like Middle Eastern. He would
have food delivered at 11 o'clock at night and then leave it all on the counter.
He'd have to climb over the fence because he didn't know the gate code.
Yeah, he couldn't get the gate code. The guy had to toss me the food. It was. That actually is true, and I left it a mess. But I mean, I don't have very good manners. I was raised by a single dad. What do you expect from me? We always had Carmen.
You didn't have a Jerry Rod in your life, did you?
No. I've always had Hispanic housekeepers that take care of me. So for me, it's hard for me to be used to cleaning.
So do you think that the media? I don't think the media calls me for a witness. Do you?
I would hope and pray that they do. It would be so good. But at the same time, this is such a circus. They said yesterday was the most insane day of testimony.
Yeah, because she was testifying that he didn't use a condom, and they were saying that was rooms for a mistrial because it's too much information, more information than they need, information that tends to make them look more guilty than innocent. So they were calling, the Trump's team was calling for a mistrial yesterday. Now let me ask you a question. If they would call me for a witness, do I have to pay for my own airfare and to get up there and all of that?
I believe you do, or maybe their attorneys pay for it. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Because let's say they say, Bubba, we're going to subpoena you, and you're going to for Monday, the Monday that's coming up. I'd have to get there Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
Probably get a hotel room.
And the Hampton Inn is $400.
Oh man!
And then you got if the Hampton Inn's $400, and then right across the street is the Haitian immigrant village,
Roosevelt.
That I might get killed, and then I got to go to the court, go for the metal detector, get all shook down, testify, then get an Uber back to the airport, I mean, that's a pain in the ass.
$1,500 deal minimum. Yeah. It's a minimum $1,500 deal.
Well, good thing no one's asked you yet, Bubba.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
I think both attorneys are sick of the clown show. I'm guessing, and they don't want to put any more Stormy Daniels type stuff because this is about paying her off. All of these politicians who pay these women off. But if you're Stormy Daniels and say you're Alan Bragg and you want to establish the fact that she talked about this as early as 2007. And you can validate that by bringing the guy in that she spoke to about it. Doesn't that make her look more credible? I mean, the fact that she wasn't rolling around as when this guy was even considered to be a presidential candidate, just when he was just Donald Trump, the apprentice dude. Like, why would she lie about that? Well, Donald Trump, even back then in 2007, is one of the most famous people in the world.
I understand that. But, one of the raps on her is this didn't become a thing until he became a thing for president. Right? That's one of their positions, I think, of defense.
She looks bad, though. Did you see her walking out of that courtroom? How bad Stormy Daniels
No, I'm
looked?
not seeing her.
And then you didn't see the court sketch artist do the sketch of her, Bubba? It's been going viral. She looks like she's like.
No, we saw her with the glasses on.
Yeah. She looked
That's what I'm most scared about. How's that guy going to draw me? He's going to draw me like Slimer.
Oh my God, Bubba! That guy's going to draw.
Hopefully, no bigger than you are.
That guy's going to. Oh, gee, they add.
They don't make you big.
They add 20 pounds on you just to bury you.
He would just draw the little M&M figures. I think that's what he would do. He would just put
the side of your head drips down on your shoulders.
It would just be one big circle sitting on that sand.
He'd make me look like a Slimer. That big fat ass up there, gray beard.
Yeah,
he would not do any justice. Hey, I got 3 chins now, but he's putting a minimum of 5 on me.
Like that green guy on Ghostbusters.
That's Slimer, Gene.
That's what I'm saying, Slimer. Yeah, okay. Slimer. Like you're all gonna be just
all one
blob.
piece,
just big blob fat. Yeah.
That's probably why they won't call you Bubba.
Exactly.
You can't fit on the stand. Is that why?
You guys, God, you guys think I'm at my fattest.
You're good, man.
No, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty
still
good.
big. Don't think you're not.
Yeah, that's true, Gene. And I gotta lose weight.
We all need to lose.
Don't
think you're not. Is that you calling me a fat ass?
No, I'm just saying you're big. You're not fat.
Not one bite, half the sandwich because I'm a fat ass. Who's saying is that? Not mine. That's yours saying.
I get it. I have to maybe tape one of those today or at least tomorrow. So anyway.
Wait, real quick before we go, because I love the food reviews. I think they're great. What is the newest limited time offering at one of these fast food places?
Aardvark fries.
Yeah, from Taco Bell.
I saw that at Taco Bell.
Yeah, but I don't think. But I'm not thinking about. I'm like I might have to just go to a standard, whatever.
Have you had the nacho fries? Because what makes them aardvark fries? I saw that. I don't know. I just think they have sour cream and guacamole on them.
Yeah, that's stupid. I don't even I wouldn't even go.
You would go.
I don't want any aardvark fries.
I don't know why they called it that. But the nacho fries at Taco Bell are good.
Is there anything else that's new at all? Can you
you have those ones in Largo and Clearwater.
You know where you need to go? Go to Subway, and you need to try their long cookie and their long churro. Did you see that Subway is now owned by the same company that owns Cinnabon and some cookie company? So now they offer a churro and a foot-long cookie.
Oh,
wow.
Have you guys seen that?
No.
What's a churro?
It's like they have at Disneyland. It's like
you
that
don't know
fried
what a churro
It's like a fried
treat.
It's like a fried donut wrapped up like a stick.
Yeah.
You would love it. You would eat the whole.
Technically, there is a drive-through.
It's just got grease on a pancake batter.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. With a little cinnamon dust on it, little cinnamon sugar dust.
Get your chub right up.
It would. But those are going viral. I'm just saying that Subway. I would go hit that up.
Okay.
Do a little quick review.
So do you think today is just a normal day? I don't hear from anybody, or do you think I hear from people today?
I've gotten 4 text messages. I've woken up to 4 people saying, "Hey, what's the deal with Bubba? What's this?" Just
say,
helping.
"Hey, he's pleading the 5th."
Okay, you're just complaining. I had to say this again. Nobody wants to reach out to me. Nobody will talk to me. I'm blackballed. And then if they reach out, you're just going to be like, "I plead the 5th."
But that's an answer. That's an answer.
Why don't you give them everything you can, Bubba, except what you can't?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot what I can't and not a lot that I can.
You're in trouble.
Dude, Stein is your #1 Twitter guy. I mean, he's out there working for you, Bubba. He reported the story.
I'll talk. Maybe I need to talk to Alex privately.
Okay, we can talk about it privately.
Maybe let the scoop go through you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll literally post and tweet anything. I do want to help Donald Trump out. People are like, why are you going to give this?
That's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm thinking that.
The fifth.
Yeah, exactly. I want to help Trump too. That's why I'm thinking fifth.
Yep.
I think as you unpeel this onion, that you call an interview that I had with her in 2007, I don't think that anything of it is favorable for Donald J. Trump. I don't think any of it's favorable for him.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know.
It ain't.
Well, she acted like she liked it though, and then now she's on the stand saying.
I know, but he can't prove. Yeah, but here's the deal. She did act, but here's the deal. If he's denying that none of it ever happened,
right,
then you can't testify that he's thick and that he's good and that he's number one and that because at that point now you're going against his fundamental starting point is this didn't happen. So I can't get into he's thick, he's the best if they're saying it didn't happen, right?
I guess. I mean, we know.
I mean, I don't want to be a rat. I don't want to be a rat.
You know, and I love Donald Trump.
Hey, there's my statement.
You don't want to be a rat.
I don't want to be a rat.
But this is the thing with the Stormy Daniels. It really hurts him because you know that picture of her and him together. You know what I'm talking about? The famous picture.
Yes.
He looks so happy. He looks like he just had to. I know. He looks like he just got
finished knocking one off.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He looks so relaxed, just like he visited the Asian spa that Robert Kraft went to. Right. You know, like that's how he felt. You can tell.
We're way behind. I gotta go.
You ever put this guy's show over, Bubba, or you just have him?
He has a great YouTube show. I mean,
who?
Stein.
I always do. I always include him and then say show co-host and show contributor. Don't I always do that with all?
No, you do. I'm talking about my Blaze show. You got to tell the Bubba Army. I need Bubba Army in the chat. Watch my show tonight, Wednesday night.
Yeah,
Blaze. Yesterday you saved the dog. I mean, I'm in there.
Blaze.tv. Blaze.tv. 7 p.m.
This guy's like the guy that used to be on our show a lot.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. And as soon as he gets big money, you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
You can talk to his handler.
You have a point. As soon as I can afford a Tampa hotel room, what's that pink hotel?
Don Cesar.
Once I can stay at Don Cesar,
he'll be
it's
ghosting
over,
you.
Once I have that Don Cesar money,
you should put him up there one night, Bubba.
Just like Tucker did to me.
Yes, he did.
Listen, everybody can say this or that, but Tucker did do that to me. I was with Tucker when
you got him almost fired. Then they went back. It's not your fault, but then Media Matters went back and took a bunch of stuff out of context. So you know he likes you. I'm trying to mark out for Tucker. When people but
it makes me sad that he act like he very rarely returns my text. You know, he won't have me on his show. You know, like he still try to hold this against me.
Because he's just a man for his money. He ain't a man with money. Because a man with money would talk to you.
Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true because I do think he's financially
Seth, you learn all kinds of real good old school stuff here, don't you?
But I think he would have you on. I don't think you're totally.
He won't even answer his call.
Listen, we got to get going. Alex, I'll talk to you privately
you have a point.
Later on, okay?
After. Bye.
If you love that segment, then check out BubbaArmyHQ.com and do a deep dive on past shows.